Anne, what's the latest with you? I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going a little stir crazy. Dan loves it here, but he's just writing all day long, so he could be anywhere. I could use a change of scenery. I've walked every trail in the woods and even started a few of my own. It's great getting away from the city, but I wouldn't exactly call this roughing it. Tommy's certainly having a good time exploring the woods. Sometimes we go together, and if I'm in the studio, he knows he can play outside where I can see him, and to stay away from the cliff. Do you remember when we were kids trying to jump the creek in the woods behind the house? I think Tommy's getting into that phase now, climbing trees and all that. Oops, I got a little carried away there. You probably don't need to hear about all of our outdoor adventures. Sorry about that. Well, let me know how you're doing. Love, Linda. Oh. 3 days in, I'm still trying to figure out where to take the new piece. It's changing as I go, which is always exciting and sort of the point, but this one feels a little aimless. I keep snapping out of a daze and realizing I've been staring out the window for 5 minutes instead of working. When we first got here, I was excited to have a studio with so many windows and so much natural light, but now it feels almost like a cage. Why be this close to nature but not be, well, in it? Actually, cage isn't the right word. This place is beautiful, and there are so many more trees than back home. I guess it's more of a reminder when it's right there the whole time, not just an idea or something for the weekend. Anyway, back to the painting. I'm not going to get anything done on it sitting here writing. I'm going out for a hike.
Okay, be safe.
We just put Tommy down, and then we watched Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It was the one where the guy thinks a snake is on his stomach under the sheets, and they spend the whole episode trying to figure out if he's right or not. Dan hates snakes, so we were both holding each other, scared to death. It was great to have a normal evening again. We've been sticking to the 7 o'clock rule, and I can tell it's making a difference. We've started planning our days around making sure to be there, and we even have a new tradition. When we sit down, we each tell the family the best thing that happened to us that day. It's a small thing, but sometimes the small things can make a big difference.
Penny, thanks so much for your letter. It made my day. Tramer's Way came out a while ago now, so I don't get letters like this too often. Writing can be a pretty isolating profession at times, which makes it a big boost to hear that someone out there is getting something from my work. Your support means the world to me. To answer your question, I'm indeed in the midst of writing a new book. I don't have a title or a release date yet, but I'm plugging away on it slowly but surely. I plan to finish it by the end of summer, and I truly hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks again for your kind words. Dan Kaplan. I've got to stay on the book. This is my chance to do something people remember, something that matters. If this one isn't good enough, there might not even be a next one. Certainly not one without all sorts of publisher strings attached. This is why we saved up enough to take the summer off. I'm out of excuses. Of course, a long weekend would be fun, but that's also the problem. How do you stay hungry when you've gotten used to weekend getaways? How do you recapture that feeling of being a broke college kid chasing a dream? How do you get back out on that limb again, scared it's going to break, but inching out anyway? Listen to me. Wound up so tight. Maybe taking one night off might help after all.
Want to get something to eat in a little bit? That sounds great.
Be careful, honey. Hey, handsome.
Hey. You know, could always be better.
How was work?
It's impossible to get into a rhythm right now. This place was supposed to create some peace and quiet, but I almost never get 2 unbroken writing blocks in the same day. I know I'll never get exactly the schedule I want, that's just a fact of life. But that doesn't make it easier to get good work done with everything else going on. Just gotta figure out a way to push through. No other choice, really. This book isn't going to write itself.
Hey, you. How's it going?
It's good.
Anne, what's the latest?
I've got to stay on the book. This is my...
Oh yeah, maybe if I... No.
Blast off!
What if we...
I gotta...
Hey, hon.
Hey, babe.
Hey honey, what you doing? Blasting off.
What if I...
Here we go.